Gives a really great solution, whether wired or wireless, working with multiple Sony cameras to have a really great workflow. And the fact that, like I say, we have free versions which give great compatibility across the range, or like say paid upgrades where you can, like say, control up to 20 cameras, do multiple presets on the framing, or you can, like say, have the snapshot feature on there. It means that you can really take control wirelessly, and particularly for smaller crews, but even on bigger crews, just means it gives you that ease of use to be able to change those things straight away from the likes of an iPad or potentially a Mac. So the monitoring control app is available for Android and iOS. If you use it with an iPad, you can connect up to 4 cameras at the once. So at the moment here, we've got an FX6, an FX3, an FX30, and an FX2 connected to it. There's now wired connection possible, so we have LAN adapters on 3 of those cameras, but actually on what we've got going here, the FX2 is also running via Wi-Fi. Now, with the monitoring control app, it gives you great capability, unsurprisingly, to monitor and control your cameras. So the cinema line cameras and so on, you're able to, on the iPad for free, control up to 4 cameras. We also do a paid subscription where you can control up to 20 cameras, and you can also sync the settings between those. We've also brought compatibility in with MacBook as well as the iPad as well on there. And so what that means is, like I say, you can have great control of a huge multi-cam setup. Within the settings of those, of course, you can go into individual cameras, and there's great flexibility over all your kind of exposure settings. The focus settings, you can even go in and do manual focus pulls where you can set limits for where you want to start and stop the focus and pull that between that, as well as all the autofocus options that you're used to in the cameras as well. And everything you kind of expect or want on there in terms of having look capability or changing just over your profiles, you can do that on the monitor and control app. Along with that, with our paid version, you can do things like take snapshots of the screen. So if you're location scouting, you want to make sure you've got, like I say, all the settings put on there with the image, or maybe you don't even want the settings on there, you want to create a storyboard, you can do that with there as well. There is a framing feature, which if you've seen our auto framing feature, it kind of is inherited from that, but it's has a lot more control over that. On our paid version, you can set up to 10 different presets of different framings, and those are manually done, so you can pull in and pull out, like say the size of it. You can have a smooth transition from one to another, going just straight off one camera, and so you can change, like I say, the composition purely without moving the camera, so very useful for different setups in studios where you maybe can't touch the camera and so on. And you can go instantaneous change from one to another or smooth across. And like I say, on the free version, you can do 2 of those setups, but you can do up to 10 on our paid version on there as well. Within the monitoring control app, it gives us great capability to be able to expand things beyond just the hardware of the camera.